Shalom. Welcome once again to my channel. My name is Ragshi. I am a prophet of Yeshua of Nazareth, the Messiah, the only begotten Son of Yahweh, the Elohim of Israel. Yeshua of Nazareth is my master. He is the one that died and resurrected, and he ascended into heaven with the promise that he's coming back again. And he's coming back again. We don't know the date. We don't know the day. Listen, let me tell you why nobody knows the day. It is a day that is not in the calendar. That the date is not in the calendar. So, for example, let me explain to you. If it's going to come, for example, in March, the date is not in the calendar. So, it might just, for example, if it's going to come between March 14th and March 15th, for example, I'm just giving an example. That day now will be ejected between March 14th and March 15th. That day is a special day, a day of power, when the system will change, when there will be heavens will open. We are talking about the power of Yahweh that people do not understand. So it is a day that is not on our calendar. That's why nobody knows the day. So when the day comes into, it will not be March 15, it will not be March 16, but it will just be in between. It will be a special day. And the sun will be darkened and the moon will not give light. So it's a special day. Nobody knows the day. But at least you will know that it's coming. If it's coming for so year, you will know that sometime, somewhere in this year, and you can get yourself ready. That's what I'm telling you, that in this our generation will not pass away before Yeshua will come. I assure you, I will give you the signs. I will give you. Before I go into it, I want to bring you out of Christianity first. And that's why I've written this book, Christianity and the Errors of Paul. It's on Amazon. It's on all the ebook platforms. And if you have a book vendor in Nigeria that is not selling this book, or in Africa, tell them to go and order this book and put it on your. Go and order it. Check it on Amazon. You will know, see the publishers. Order it and put it on your shelf. And also tell your pastors to get a copy of this book and deal with it, because they are liars. They themselves, they receive Jesus. You receive Jesus from Catholic Church. What's your own? Your own is that you want to preach. You want to be a successful preacher. You want people to know you. Some people even preach for salary. They preach for salary. So that kind of person now, is he a real disciple of Yeshua? When you are preaching and they are paying you salary. My dear, if you want to be a real preacher, go and get a job and be doing your work and be preaching for free. Preaching is free. You cannot be getting paid for preaching and say you are doing the work of Yeshua. You are doing the work of the person that is paying you salary. If we tell you to lie, you will lie. You cannot talk the truth because you are being paid. And so that is it about. Now, I want to enter the errors of Paul. The first error of Paul that I will mention, you will find it in Romans chapter 10, verse 9. That's the first error I want to deal with. Paul wrote to the Romans. He said that if thou will confess with thy mouth, Yeshua of Nazareth, I've dealt with the name Jesus. So that one is an error on its own. Paul did not give you Jesus. So it's the Roman Catholic Church that gave you Jesus. So we have dealt with that. And the Roman Catholic Church has the blood of 200 million people. Do you know an organization that killed 200 million people? And then that organization gave you Sunday, gave you Jesus, and you are not afraid. When you go to the Catholic Church, they say, go to the Father. Say, Father, in the Inquisition, how many people did the Catholic Church kill? You say, oh, sorry, it's not up to 200 million. We only kill 50 million. You can check it out. It's on Google everywhere. Anyway, Paul wrote that if thou shalt confess with thy mouth that Yeshua is the Messiah and believe it with thy heart that Yahweh raised him from the dead, that thou shalt be saved. This is what Paul wrote to the Romans. But Paul was not with Yeshua. So where did he get it from? Paul was not with Yeshua. Paul is not an eyewitness. Paul is not an apostle and is not an eyewitness. Paul had a revelation. Paul saw light when he was going to Damascus to go and persecute believers. And Yeshua had to stop him with a revelation. Yeshua did not come down from heaven because of Paul. He just showed him a light from heaven. Then he spoke his word to him. Say, who are that? He said, I'm Yeshua of Nazareth, that you are persecuting. Don't persecute my people. And then go and repent. And then I'll make you an evangelist. Can you be? Yeshua cannot say I'll make you an apostle now, because Yeshua knows what he's saying when he's saying apostles are eyewitnesses. And apostles are chosen eyewitnesses among the eyewitnesses. There are many eyewitnesses. Mary Magdalene, you uncountable eyewitnesses. All the people that were following Yeshua up and down. But Yeshua chose 12 and designated them apostles. One of them fell, by the way. Is Yeshua that knows the replacement for that person. Nobody. Even the 11 apostles went to be casting lot. How can you cast lot to choose? Did Yeshua cast lot to choose you people? But we'll come to that. Anyway, Yeshua said, so he said this one. He said, if you will confess with your mouth and believe with your heart, just confess with your mouth, believe with your heart that Yeshua raised, that Yeshua is the Messiah, and that believe in your heart that he had been raised from the dead, you will be saved. This is what he said. Okay. Now, this is what Yeshua himself said. Yeah, Paul was not there. So this is what Yeshua said where Paul was not there. In Matthew chapter 7 verse 21. Yeshua said, not everyone that said to me, Rabbi, Rabbi, or Lord, Lord, or Master, Master, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. So Paul cannot say that what Yeshua said is wrong. And you now cannot say that what Paul said supersedes what Yeshua said, except you want to make yourself an imbecile. Yeshua said you must do the will of the Father. What is the will of the Father? The will of the Father is stated. It's starting from this. Thou shalt have no Elohim besides me. Thou shalt not take the name of Yahweh thy Elohim in vain. Thou shalt remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal. And all the, remember my feast, the Pesach, the feast of Trumpets. Yeah, all are listed. Remember the Sabbath day, keep it holy, and all of them. The will of the Father. You must do it. This is what Yeshua said. So if people come and tell you that, no, don't do the will of the Father, just confess Yeshua. And Yeshua said that not all those that confess him. Because if you confess him, Lord, Lord, he said if you believe in your heart that is Lord, of course you will believe in your heart that is Lord before you confess him, Lord. And Yeshua said that not those that call him Lord, Lord, but those that you will call him Lord and do the will of the Father. Because part of the will of the Father is for you to believe in him. Whosoever sees the Son of Man and believe in him, what does it mean to believe in him? To believe in him is to believe in what he has said. If you abide in my word, that is, then you are my disciple indeed. If you follow my commandments, as I have followed my Father's commandment. This is the first doctrinal error. People, they don't understand what Paul was trying to say. If Paul said, if you believe in your heart, then you must believe in your heart and believe Yeshua and follow him. To believe is not just enough to confess, but believe him and follow him. And he has told you that you must do the will of the Father. This is the first doctrinal error that I find. I will continue with more. Follow me. I am the prophet of Yeshua of Nazareth. Peace be unto you. Shalom.